Welcome back to 101 East. We're talking to Thailand's Prime Minister Samak Sundaravej. Mr. Prime Minister, you have a reputation for being tough. What are you going to do about solving the problems of increasing violence in the mostly Muslim provinces in southern Thailand?
Now, when I have heard the report, somebody says that it's a little bit better, but the day when it happened, even in a normal practice, they do something not quite so good by bombing, blowing. Now, the responsibility, actually, it must fall to the Prime Minister of the country when we have a change. But anyhow, we have a military, we have we have the police to do on that thing. On Monday, I will talk to the Commander-in-Chief of the Army, who have responsibility to see to the south. I must get the explanation. What is it? I must know what is it. I must have some idea. I must consult to it. But anyhow, if things go in good condition, I'll let it go. But if it's not, do they have any kind of new ways to solve the problem? I think it happened. It must have some reason. So if we find out the reason, we'll get rid of the reason. We'll come back to normal. I don't exactly know the reason why. That's why this is the first time that I have responsibility.
You mentioned one suggestion of being a possible weapons buyback scheme. Do you support that?
It's a wrong that when I got the position, and then a group of Muslims, they are the committee, 36 plus 12, they come to pay a courtesy call to the new Prime Minister. So it happened that among them, the deputy of the group happened to be the one I know him before. And then he just said that, Kun Samak, I would like to give some advice that to solve the problem of the South, it would be only 3 reasons. One, to get rid of the arms from the people. 2, get rid of the drugs. Number 3, let them study both Thai language and the Yawi language, and let them have opportunity to have what they learn, and then let them have job and this and that. I say, okay, it's the reason. And they say that after 3 months, if the searching for the weapon on the house, if they get somebody get the weapon in the house, so they were executed to be dead. I say, oh, that is too much. That is Malaysian way, huh? In Thai way, it must be that for the life sentence is okay. I said, okay, the proposal seems quite so good, so I send it. I bring the matter to those who have responsibility. It's only like that. So now the explanation is that they say that don't buy back. Anyone have the weapon. Civilian must put it back. And then the police, the army still keep it on the first place. And then we get rid of all the drugs of the weapon, and within 3 months, if it is okay, the military and the police will still there, but only the military or the police at the captain level will have weapons.
Your predecessor, Thaksin Shinawatra,
yes,
was criticized for a pretty brutal campaign against Muslim fighters in southern Thailand.
Yeah.
Many people who were innocent were caught up in that violence.
Yeah.
Do you support his policy in southern Thailand?
Actually, he doesn't mention any policy. The wrong that he commit, that somebody says that he says that it's not quite so important, bandit, and that's all. That is what he mentioned.
But if we refer to the Takbai incident, when many young Muslim men were beaten and rounded up, and their bodies were stacked into trucks, many of them suffocated and died.
Where?
At Takbai.
Takbai?
Yes.
Oh. You have heard about that incident?
Of course. We've seen the footage.
Yeah. There's a group of them make a violence there in the south, 32 of them, and they fled to live in the mosque. And then the military asked them to come out. They doesn't come out. So the military must get in. So the mosque is a clean place that the dirty man, any kind of weapon, cannot get in. But they just going there, so they just killing from outside. So 32 of them die. And then that is in the crusade. And in Tak Bai, they just come to make a shouting, and then any kind of thing to bring 6 people out from jail. So the whole day is the time of they don't eat anything, they don't eat in the daytime. So thousands of them just going around the police station and something like that. Then they end up with the decision that, okay, we'll let them have the probation to bring them back as 6 people, but they don't live in the evening time. So they make a roundup for all those people and put in the truck.
Many of the families would suggest that there
I
were very
put-
innocent people were rounded up in there amongst.
Oh, the innocent
men.
people. When they have a movement around that thing, is it innocent or not? I have no idea. But those people going straight in the truck, if they're strong enough, they stand in the truck, it's okay. But they spend the whole day, doesn't eat, doesn't drink water, doesn't even swallow any kind of thing, because in the month of that thing. So they just fall on each other, and 78 die. So many trucks loading, running by hours time. So that's it. It's a tragedy. It happened. Nobody intend to kill them. They die because of their physical. But yes, being caught just to get into the barrack. So what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? What is the execution of that? What is it?
What is wrong with innocent people
What if the
dying?
incident had happened? Everybody in the country know what had happened. And 70, they fall down on each other. And then 78 die.
So you're saying they died because they fell on top of each other?
Yes, nobody killed them. Everybody knows about the place.
Not because they were packed into trucks without enough air.
When people get in the truck in a good shape and running,
Okay.
actually nobody think they will be like that. But if the people happen not to eat, not to drink, not to swallow,
Okay.
and then somebody fall down, the other one at the top. So 78 die
Okay.
out of 1,300.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to go back to 1976
Yes.
and the Thammasat University protests,
Yes.
where hundreds of students were beaten, shot,
Yeah.
lynched,
Yeah.
and burned.
Yeah.
Historians,
Where did you get that report?
historians suggest that you, on your radio program,
Yeah.
urged mobs of people to turn out and attack the students.
How old are you at that time? How old are you?
Let me refer to,
You born yet?
do you deny that?
I haven't got any concern. They write some dirty history to me. I brought the case to the court, so many of them, all time to time. The incident of that time, only one guy died in Sanam Luang because somebody beat them and burned them by the Thai. And the other one, 3,000 students is in the Thammasat University. So they were caught there, and then the military would like to bring them out. So they take the shirt and like this, like that, bring the shirt and put it on. 3,000 lined on the ground of Thammasat University football field, so that they bring all the truck to bring and put in the shirt and put them on, and then going to let them out to the barrack. That's the only way not to let that people being harmed. 3,000 of them. And then they going out there, and so many afraid, they fled into the jungle. So many go back home. And then nobody died in Thammasat University. And the students try to go to the barrack, digging and firing to bend the, nobody died.
Well, with
But
all due respect, historians refer to it as one of the worst
that is a
atrocities
dirty
in
history
Thailand's
written.
history.
somebody did it.
But
Somebody write something dirty like that.
With all due respect, I've actually watched the footage of
What
that
the footage?
incident.
The killing.
Yes,
It's impossible.
I have seen people being beaten,
Yes,
their
sure,
limp-
in Sanam Luang,
their
yes.
limp bodies on the ground.
That's sure, that is one guy.
You're saying one.
Yes.
Human rights groups would suggest it was dozens of students, possibly in the hundreds.
For me, if I'm dirty, I'm concerned with nothing, I cannot come this far. This dirty history always come. I just have a lady like you come from far away asking this question. Even the Thai, they dare not ask this question to me. If I'm a dirty man like that, I cannot get, when I run as the governor of Bangkok, somebody bring this case again. Oh, a murderer with the blood in the hand cannot run as a governor. I bring the case to the court. So the judge said that, Kun Samak, we are going to run. Nah? Please forgive them. There's misunderstanding. Just forgive them and withdraw the case, and then we'll good thing to you. So I just think I don't agree with the court, with the judge. So I withdraw the case. And when I ran, I got over 1 million votes in Bangkok. Never before. The highest anyone get is 700,000. I got over 1 million.
All
And
right.
then, how about a man, a dirty man like that being elected? The vote is 2 million something. I got over 1 million, and the rest somebody get 500,000, and it's not a proof that the people of Bangkok, educated people, 4 million voters, they come to vote 2 million. 1 over 1 million vote for me, and the rest to some small fraction to others.
All right, you were facing corruption charges over your term as Bangkok governor.
And then the corruption charge, that can they do anything to me yet? So it's a dirty trick that they smear thing to them. I sued the chairman of the court, the two court. So until now, the case ran for 2 years. Why 2 years cannot bring me to the court yet? Not the case is not to the court yet. Any case bring 3 years ago with the putting a garbage, anything. The cost may be 9,000, but that lasts for 10 years. But it finished for 3 years until now. It's nothing wrong with it, but they want to destroy me. Somebody, I call it a dirty hand, a black hand. Nobody sees an invisible hand want to destroy me.
Right.
Now you must stay long enough, even for anywhere in the world. You can see that. Must I be in jail with this case or not? It's a dirty trick to put it in. If a man like I says that you, this reporter, you are lousy girl, you kill someone, you are different, will you be like that?
All
No.
right. Mr. Prime Minister, thank you
No,
for
do
speaking.
believe me. Frankly speaking, you must be like that. Somebody put a dirty things on someone. If I'm
All
a
right.
dirty man like that, if I'm corruption, why I was elected?
All right, we have
Why
to leave it
this
there.
party get 233 seats? Why? Why the one who is very clean get 165? Why? Just ask me the question. Just answer the question to me.
All right, Mr. Prime Minister, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you for talking to
Okay.
101 East.
Thank you for coming, but please do some homework. Don't get some information and ask the question. If I'm not real, I cannot come this far. Thank you for coming. That's enough.
Thank you very much.